Hey, Facebook. I'm Noelle Upchurch. Thank you so much for checking out our video tonight. I'm here with these gorgeous women, and we are all going to talk about a quote that we've been hashtagging a word out of for the past week. And the quote is, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined," by Henry David Thoreau. And I just wanted to say, in thinking about this quote, I live with somebody who embodies this as his way of life every day. It's really an adventure. Sometimes it gets to be a little bit overwhelming because he can be a little bit like a freight train, but my husband has just really always followed his dreams. He encourages people to do that. He's even become a bit of a public speaker. I hope he does that more. But I love the idea of following my dreams, and we do that separately and together. But just to be in such close proximity to somebody who never gives up on the direction of their dreams is just inspiring and something I love. So, going to turn it over to you, Nicole, to interview and take it away. Can't wait to hear from everyone.
Well, thank you, Noelle. Thanks for hosting tonight. I so appreciate you. And one of our awesome clients and partners in this class, Dana Taylor Bell, provided this amazing quote, and it has been so much fun to piggyback off of her inspiration. I've been hashtagging Dream and really excited about sharing business ideas and opportunities and reminding people to take care of themselves. And really, it's been fun to be in a partnership with my husband as well, who's just a visionary and someone who just keeps on trucking along and just never ever gives up on the opportunity for what the economy can do and what we can do in our small town. It's just fun to be with someone who has that vision and someone who always has a dream for what's coming up next. And it's just a great pleasure to be a part of this with all of you. So thanks everyone for being on tonight. And first up, I have Rachel Ortense, who's just a crazy business owner on vacation right now. Thanks so much for being on and taking the time out from your awesome vacation. So please tell us how you've been using hashtag Dream today or this week.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm right here in our bedroom right now in our condo in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. If you've ever been to Costa Rica, it's on the Pacific side. And today, as I was standing up in the middle of the jungle, above a volcano, looking at a waterfall, seeing my kids zip lining. I mean, we rode horses up to the zip line, and then we zip lined all the way down. And then we ended up going down this natural water slide. And then after that, we got lunch. And then here we are, in natural hot springs with volcanic mud all over us. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the dream. This is amazing that I have the opportunity to be able to work online, and I can do my work as long as I've got Wi-Fi. We've had a couple of spotty areas here, but for the most part, I had a moment in one of the stands as we were waiting to go next ziplining. And here I am thinking, there's so many people out there that only get to dream at night, or it's their choice to only dream at night. And that's their subconscious, but during the day, they don't dream. They don't dare to dream. They feel like if they dream too big that they're going to be disappointed, or, their life is just the way it is. They wake up every morning and they have their routine and they don't dream about their life. Maybe the only dream that they do have is dreaming to be on vacation, a vacation away from their life. But here we are, to me, I don't want to have to take a vacation from my life. This is just integrating into my life. I don't want to have to have the type of life where I need to take a vacation away from. So that's what I was thinking about, and then hashtagging it in my stories and just incorporating it into my stories. It felt dreamy doing that. I'm like, oh, wow, this is a really cool hashtag. It just kind of opened up my mind to remind myself to continually dream in the day and at night. So Back to you, Nicole. Thank you.
Wow, that is powerful. And I think all of us can take a little lesson from that, is to live the life that you want to live, that you don't have to take a vacation from, and that you can incorporate vacation into your lifestyle is incredible. Thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate that. Next up, we have Denise Jones, who I just love and adore. Thank you so much, Denise, for being on tonight. If you don't watch her, she's always talking about what Jim says. And if you don't know what that is, you're going to have to follow her to find out. So welcome, Denise. Go ahead and unmute yourself and let us know how you've been incorporating dreams into your posts this week.
Well, good evening, everyone. Wow, dreams. From when I was a little girl, my dream was, believe it or not, was to join the military. So I followed that dream to join the military. My dream was to own my own business. So my husband and I, even while I was in the military, we had several small businesses, and we did some network marketing businesses, you know. So then our dream was to just live a life like no one else, you know. So we had to follow certain things in order to get to that direction where we could just live the life we wanted to live. And my husband, when I met, well, not met because we grew up together, but yeah, since 1981, he had $1 in a frame with a picture of an RV. And his dream was to own an RV. It's from 1981. Well, finally, 2018, he got the RV. So dreams do come true. You can't give up on your dreams. You just got to keep chugging along and keep dreaming. Back to you, Noelle.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Denise. That is incredible.
Nicole, I'm sorry.
That's the power of vision, you guys. So if you put it up there and you keep it in front of you, that doesn't matter how long it takes to get there, is that you continue to dream and keep it in front of you, and you will accomplish it. So thank you so much, Denise, for sharing your story and for how that's affected you this week. I love it. I love it. So next up, we have Coach Kat, she's a recent author. She's a coach. She has a coaching program. I absolutely love her. Thank you so much, Kat, for being on tonight. Please share with us your thoughts and your experience hashtagging dream this week.
Absolutely. I just absolutely love this quote. And I focused at the beginning on confidently and confidence, and how many times we don't confidently go after that dream that's in our heart because we allow fear to stop us. But all the cool stuff is really on the other side of fear. And like Denise said, if you just take one step at a time, jump off the platform like Rachel did with her kids today, and just keep moving ahead, you'll look back and you'll be like, holy crap, I did it. You know what I mean? Instead of letting fear stop you, you can go, I'm really cool, and praise God and thank you for getting me through it. So that's all for me. Back to you, Coach Nicole. Thank you so much.
Oh, Thank you so much, Kat, for being on. I'm so proud of you for all you've accomplished, and no matter what comes our way, it is never too late to keep getting it done. As a career accountant for 22 years, she's now living her dream and being at home. So super excited to be a part of that and watch that happen. All right, next up, we have Shauna. Thank you so much for being on. She is an entrepreneur. She has so much to say. In fact, she has a special treat for us that was just sort of coincidental. So I can't wait for you to share, Shauna. Welcome to the call.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it was so funny last weekend when we had our quote, and I kind of looked in, because this actually hangs in my office, and it's the quote. And it's go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you imagine. And I think that for most people, that's a lot of their dreams. You know, everybody has different dreams. I look at this every day, and I think dreaming is so important, because I think a lot of people forget how to dream. And I think, you know, in the business that we're in, you know, we encourage people to dream. I get to go tomorrow, and I'm driving up to look after my granddaughter. My son's actually in Australia fighting fires right now, so I'm going to go and spend 2 weeks with her. And I love being with her because she dreams so big. And we always forget to do that. Like, you know, everything, it's like I live in an opera every time I'm there, or it's just, she's just so much fun. You know, you skip and she dreams and she tells me what she's going to do. And that's what this really, I always try to instill confidence in her like I did in her dad. I mean, he's living his dream. That was what he wanted to do. You know, he's a maritime officer for the government in Alberta here, and now he gets to go over and help the Australians. You know, and Denise, you talked about being in the military. My husband was in the military, and he was one of the youngest ones to rank up into sergeant major in his regiment at the age of 36. And he's always that person that says, keep your eye on the big red ball, you know. So dreaming is very important. So our whole family dreams because we all have goals. And I feel that, you know, I'm very lucky to be able to get to do what I do. We have some pretty exciting stuff coming up. And I was packing today and Bob said, what's that big bag? And I said, that's my homework for when I get, you know, because I'll be with Emma, but I'll actually be able to still be working on my dream when she's at school. So I think that I'm very blessed, and I think we all are. And back to you, Nicole. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for being on. It is so much fun to pour and allow our little ones in our life to just dream big and never be able to stifle them, and to encourage them to pursue that and just always be in that position to not only say, well, your daddy dreamed about what he wanted to do and look what you get to do, and to never, you know, be able to be in that position this far into life and say, yes, you can do it. You can do anything. You can be anything. That, what a blessing that is. So thank you so much for sharing that, and really cool that someone had blessed you with this quote so long ago. All right, next up we have Carmen, who joins us from Canada tonight. Thank you so much, Carmen, for being on. She's a visionary coach, among other things. She's a business owner. Girls Incredibles, got a lot going on. So I'm so grateful you could be on tonight. Carmen, what did you do with the hashtag for dreams, and how did you use this quote?
Hi. Wow, this was a fun dream. You know what I was thinking of when you dream that movie in your head, and that movie, what you wish for, what you dream, what you aspire to. Say, for instance, just this past week, we had this big lottery going on in Canada, and one person won it, and I played the game with a few of my girlfriends. I said, like, what would you do if you won this? That's how you dream big. And lots of them, say different things and for various reasons, but that dream, it was funny because I said, I know exactly what I would do with all of it. and they're like, how do you know? I says, because I've already played this game in my head. It's that dream big. It's that vision board. What is on, I keep looking over here because my vision board is over here. When you have it, and you have to have those big, outrageous dreams, goals that you want. Not just your little ones, but your big, outrageous ones too. And that's what's fun. That's what's playing in your head, Like, for instance, Coach Kat, and living her zombie life, like so many people don't want to work anymore. And how are you going to get that? Get all over this gal. She'll do it for you. That vision board for me, like, it's amazing. You a business coach, like, and nutrition coaches, and like we're all here and in this community of people that dream big. We've dreamt big. We've walked the steps to that big dream. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Carmen. I appreciate that. So, word to the wise is dream big like you just won the lottery. Never, ever let anyone take it away from you. Put it on a board, and you never know. Like Denise said, all that stuff's going to come true. Keep it in front of you, start making those steps, start putting in the steps along the way to make it happen. So thank you so much, Carmen. I really appreciate you. Certainly not the last and definitely not the least. We have Val, who is probably one of the most high energy people on this call tonight. She is a flight attendant. She's an entrepreneur. She's kind of got her hands in all things all over the world. So welcome, Val. Thanks for being on tonight. Let us know how you use this hashtag this week.
Thank you so much. I really value all of you ladies. I gain different little nuggets from each one of you, and each one of you are so unique and special. And I look forward to these times. I, like many of you tonight, is married to an amazing man. He's a motivational speaker, and he teaches 7 habits of highly effective leaders. Sometimes I feel like he tests his stuff on me, which I don't exactly like, because it convicts me that I can do better in many areas. But there's one portion of his class that I was thinking about dreams. And he said, you should align your dreams with your God-given passion, because that way you will have the stick-to-itiveness for the long range. You know, so many of us can say, I have a dream, and all of a sudden it short circuits because it's not aligned with who God has created us to be. So when you get those things aligned, you have the stick-to-itiveness to keep on keeping on, that probably you have an edge over somebody who gets an idea and a dream, but flakes out quickly because it starts to become work, it starts to become mundane, and all of a sudden, you just quit. And if you have a passion behind that dream, that's what's going to drive you the long haul. And I am just so glad to be a part of this wonderful group, and we're growing and stretching and learning together. And have a blessed evening.
Oh, thank you so much, Val. I told you she was going to bring it. And that's so true with all of us who are, you know, when you finally realize what that you're aligning with what God's gifts and your passions are, how incredible it is to see everyone who's doing that raise up together. Like Kat always says, the rising tides raises all ships. And this is the place to do that in. And I'm so excited that this group is so committed to their personal growth and business growth here online and contributing here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this call over to our awesome coach and creator, Kiwi Whitehead. Go ahead and close us out.
Well, I love to close out with my dreams coming true, because this is everything that I've ever wanted. And so I just want to highlight each person and how I met you and maybe a little something about you. And this is a little out of my comfort zone. I had to take some notes. Not that I don't value you, but to be on the spot to talk about someone is a little challenging, and I always like a challenge. First thing I would like to say is that behind every successful person, there's somebody, if it's a spouse, a grandparent, a child, rooting them on. So, wow, that we contribute to our husbands. A lot of us were talking about our husbands and how supportive they are. And just, wow, I heard that. I heard a lot of words around commitment, a lot of words around a blessing, and that those are our dreams. And don't we stop dreaming, right, sometimes. So I just want to highlight and start with Noelle first. Noelle and I met. I was on a webinar for women, and she reached out, looked me up, said, we're working together, and we have ever since. Noelle has a hunger to learn. She's going to be a top coach because she's highly dedicated and committed to her learning. She and I actually meet every day and coach together because of her commitment to this class and to the partners here in this class. So I'm just excited to work with Noelle. Let's talk about Rachel real quick. Rachel and I met just through God. Like, he lined it up. I seen a video. I literally seen gold dust. I said, that's my girl. We hooked up, and I'll tell you one thing she said to me. She said, Kiwi, whatever you need, I'm here. I'll hang, and I have tough skin. And I thank God she's got that thick skin, because I am definitely not the best to work with or the easiest. I can take people where they want to go, but I'm you know, it's my tone, I guess, sometimes, but she has just hung with me through thick and thin, and we feel like we've known each other for years. So just a truly God's blessing for me to have Rachel in my life and my other businesses that we work. And then I want to go to Denise. Denise, I met you through Reggie, and I got to highlight him a minute. because y'all crack me up in class together. Do you remember? Oh my, if you've ever taken a class with Denise and Reggie, that in itself is the show. Those two going at it. And if you don't believe me, just go look at Denise's Facebook, because Reggie's probably aggravating her. And then you can go to Reggie's Facebook and she's aggravating him even more. I actually would take up for Reggie. Denise is my tough buddy with a big heart. She has the biggest heart of any person I know, but she is tough. So if you don't know her, make sure you follow her. All right, I want to talk about Kat. Kat talked about today, it's never too late to dream. It's never too late to make that commitment. And it's a blessing to have Kat hearing stories if you've ever been in week 1 or 2. That's all I can say, right? She definitely pulls people up to where they need to be and does it in a way that you're going to do it because you're going to laugh. So she has really a spiritual gift of constructive criticism and to pull someone up to a higher place without them getting offended. That is truly a gift, and it's an honor to have her here at StoryCell along with Noelle and Nicole. Okay, now let's talk about Shauna. Shauna and I just met here recently through Rachel, and I forgot. Oh, Kat, how did we meet? Kat looked me up, found me, said, I need in your, I don't even know how we met. I don't know if it was a referral or what. I think it was Sally. That's right, it was Sally. Okay, sorry. Shauna and I met through Rachel and Trina. Shauna, I believe you're in Canada too, right? Let me tell you this woman, okay? Now, I've known her long, right? She's in Canada in a business that's not really in Canada, and a top-ranked leader in our business. So if that don't tell you nothing, maybe I'd be following Shauna. So Shauna, I love your coachability. When you and I talked on the phone, you're like, I'm hungry to learn. Throw me in. I'm ready to get going. I love your excitement for training, and you truly just bring a positive spirit here to StoryCell. So I'm just so glad you're here. And I love what you said about your husband saying, keep your eye on the ball. I say that a lot. So I love what you said about that. Thank you for sharing that. All right, let's talk about Carmen real quick. Carmen, I think we met through a referral, but you sought me out and said, I'm in, I want on the coaches team. And these are all dreams I want you guys to really hear, because these people did not know me. And I had the vision, I had the dream, and guess what happens? God brings the people. He brings the people where you need to fit and be aligned. Carmen has that never give up attitude, no matter what. I have seen her just go through some hard times here and there, and we all have. But one thing she does is really walk and talk vision. She keeps it very close, and there's no way. She's a survivor, this woman. She's a survivor. So I'm so glad to have you, Carmen, on the coaches panel. I know that you're a no matter what type, and you will get it done and figure it out. Okay, and then real quick, I want to talk about Val. And I hope I haven't left anybody out. No, I have. Okay, Val, how did we meet? Let me think back. I think it was just through social media post online, and then you hit me up and said, what is this about? And maybe we were in the same company at the time, and then we just started talking, and it's just been so amazing. If you don't know Val, follow her. She is super positive, high energy, like Nicole said. And what I love about Val is her support in the community. Anywhere we're at, she is always just rooting people on, just cheering us on. You've seen her do it here. Her comments with dreams were, I just love being here, hearing y'all. I mean, this woman is so super supportive, and I'm just so excited to have you here, Val, and thank you. All right, and then Nicole, finally, another co-coach here with StoryCell, just a tenacious lady. She's like a blueprint copy of me because we have the same personality, and just takes the bull by the horns. She's going to go get it done. She's going to knock it out, and she's in it to win it. Highly committed here, and I'm just super grateful you're here, Nicole, and you're like my caboose. That's what I say. You keep me in check. You keep that's that check and balance system, and you definitely do that. And you do that in a lot of areas, not just in stories, but in other businesses we have. And Nicole, I think we met through a referral. So again, I didn't know anybody here, is what I'm saying. So just know that dream you have to go build networks and get in other markets and really impact people. If that's your dream, and you can earn money doing that, right? You can bless lives while you're being blessed too. That can happen for you, as it has on this panel right here for me. And all you have to do is dream, take action, set those goals, take action, and God will bring the people for you to help. So with that, sorry I took so long, but I just really felt like I wanted to take some time to do that today. So I'll let Noelle just shut us down. Thank you for hosting, Noelle. If you want to shut us down, thanks everybody for watching.
All right, we heard some great things from everybody tonight. We sure do appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Awesome. Thank you, Noelle, for keeping